Hi, and welcome to the Mighty Ducks podcast session for EDM 310. I'm Jana Sharp, and I'm with Alex Wise and Logan Kirkland. Today we are discussing Brave Eastwood's book, Lighting Their Fires.
We'll start by discussing the pregame show, Out of the Ordinary. Jana, tell us how this book begins.
The book begins at Hobart Elementary School in Los Angeles in room 56. Mr. Esquith was at school until 5. He tells us how he normally couldn't make it through such a long day, but this Friday was different.
How is this Friday any different for Mr. Wave than many others?
He had a friend who was general manager of the LA Dodgers baseball team, who gave him and 5 of his students tickets to several games, so this Friday was special because he was waiting for his students to come so they could attend the game. The kids and him drove the Opera Mobile and they named it this because she came and did very nice things for his class.
What made this baseball game so special?
Well, the girl who took them on a guided tour was at a loss of words when the tour was over. She could only say they're extraordinary about his class. This is when Mr. Esquith lets us know the point of the book. He says kids weren't born this way, they became this way. He credited them being extraordinary by the caring and wise adults who polished them and took the time to help them become the extraordinary people that they are today.
In this segment, we'll be discussing the second chapter from Rafe Esquith's Lighting Their Fires. So, Alex, tell us a little about this chapter.
At the Dodgers game, with 12 kids, Mr. Esquith and the children are keeping score while watching the game. Various new behavior, like a beach ball hitting U rim, and a guy who wants to teach his little brother to scorekeep but gives up, troubles the kids.
What kinds of activities does Mr. Esquith mention in the book?
He discusses attention spans and focusing. A lot of it is building models, playing chess, reading, game scorekeeping, playing instruments, and board games. This produces a self-satisfaction for a job well done, and it builds it from small tasks to large tasks.
So, at the end of the chapter, Mr. Esquith misreads the situation with U rim. Why is it so important to include?
Children are unpredictable, and if raised with patience, can be more unpredictable in positive ways.
Logan, in this segment, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the post game and the chapter throwing starfish.
Can you tell us a little bit about this chapter?
Well, it starts off with Mr. Esquith, who is having school, who is leaving school and dropping students off for holiday weekend. He realizes that he has left some ungraded papers at school and returns to get them. When he returns, he begins to think about the starfish and what he has heard. He begins to leave and finds a student, Sam, who has been there waiting for hours for his mother to return from work. She asks him why, and he proceeds to bring him home.
What is the significance about the starfish story and the little boy Sam?
I'll start off telling you a little bit about the story. The starfish story begins with an old man who's on the beach, and he comes up on 1,000 starfish. He begins to throw them back into the ocean, and he begins to throw them back in the ocean to save them. A child shows up and tells him, "Sir, you can't save all these starfish." The old man, as he's picking up another one, throws another one back in and tells him, "Yeah, that's true, but I can save this one." The significance about the starfish story and Sam begins to ask the teacher if she can bring him around to museums and bring him to libraries to learn more about history and World War II. The teacher begins to think that Sam is a starfish, and she can help save him and help him to learn. References mentioned throughout these chapters are Wait Till Next Year by George Goodwin. Every great chess player was once a beginner by Brian Byfield. Searching for Bobby Fischer by Stephen Talayan. Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger.
This has been a session with the Mighty Ducks of EDM 310. Thanks.